Hello, friends. This is Danny, and with me here is Alex.
Hi, everybody.
We're the Adventure Pals. We're going to play some weird games. This is the Sega CD, a system you may or may not be familiar with. It's an add-on for the Sega Genesis that added, among other things, the ability for games to play full-motion video. And this is one of those games. So digital pictures you may have heard of for their games like Double Switch, their games like Night Trap.
Woo!
A game you may not have heard of is this one called Kids on Sight, which is this kid-friendly, I guess it could be classified as edutainment, but it doesn't really teach you anything. It's just you push a bunch of buttons and construction equipment does stuff. It's for really little kids who love watching big equipment play with dirt, basically. My brother had this as a kid. We played through it many times. I'm quite familiar with it. What you're going to see here is a 100% playthrough of Kids on Sight. All campaign missions, all side missions, all bonus content. You're going to see it all.
Man. I'm gonna do it.
In the next hour. Yeah, I'm going to set the 100% world record for Kids on Sight.
I'm gonna do it. Lord BBH says I need to put Tom Zito's name in the credits for
Presented by Tom Zito, directed by Tom Zito.
Computer programming also by Tom Zito.
Wrecking Ball operated by Tom Zito.
Produced by Chris Axelberg, but mostly Tom Zito. Look at these just beautiful motion graphics. Here you? Well, alright, here
Welcome
we go.
to the pit, kiddo. What'd you think of those machines? Great, huh? Now that you've seen the kind of things we do around here, Dizzy and Nuts are going to show you how to operate heavy equipment.
Welcome aboard, kid. My name's Dizzy.
I'm nuts.
He certainly is. You're here to learn how to drive some impressive machines. So good luck. I'm sure you'll do a bang-up job.
As I mentioned before the stream, this is on real Sega CD hardware, so we're getting composite output and mono audio.
It looks great!
I tried using the headphone port on the front of the Genesis, and it still resulted in mono audio in-game. Stereo audio for the BIOS, which fooled me into thinking it was going to be stereo, but it's actually mono. But we're making the best with what we got on hand. At least we're not resorting to emulation. This is a real Kids on Sight disc played on a real Sega CD. So let's get her started with level 1.
Oh boy.
The Excavator.
Well, welcome to the pit, kiddo. Can you dig it? Well, if you can, then you're ready for the Excavator. Take a look. This beauty is a turbo diesel-powered excavator with full-on hydraulics. It digs, it dumps, it does everything but eat your spinach.
Nice.
Now hop inside and have fun.
That's good, though, because I want to eat my spinach on my own.
The Excavator. I call it Eddie the Excavator.
Excuse me, we have a dump truck to fill with dirt.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nuts. I'm wearing ear protection, and I can't hear a thing. But try again. I read lips.
We have a dump truck to fill with dirt.
Wobble up, truffle worth. What a strange thing to say. Now stop this babbling. We have a dump truck to fill with dirt. Now your job is to fill the dump truck with 3 shovels full of dirt. Don't worry if you mess up. Just have fun.
As you might be able to tell, this game is for very little kids.
Very
I'm
small.
going fishing. Help me dig for worms.
The last thing I need is a truck full of worms.
The treasured 3 to 5-year-old demographic for the Sega CD. You got your nerds who want to play Lunar, your perverts who want to play Night Trap, and then you got your little kids who want to play Kids on Sight.
Perverts who want to play Night
Well,
Trap.
Who else would want to play Night Trap? Some kind of deviant.
I play Night Trap!
Well,
Hey!
You hit a water pipe. Good job. Worms love water. I can see them wiggling around in there.
Okay. I feel like I have to keep making excuses for this game. But basically, you watch an FMV scene, then you hit B for the construction equipment to do something. You can push A or C to move left or right. There are, I believe, 4 different scenes for each construction thing that you do. This is the main thing you want to do. You want to scoop up dirt. You want to pour that dirt inside a pit. But we have other things to do.
No!
Very nice.
He's really happy about
I
it.
know. Here we go. This is what you came here to see.
Thank you, Tom Zito.
Sure is quiet around here.
I don't think these guys have suffered enough. These guys are in construction purgatory, by the way, and I'm gonna be,
Oh my god!
I'm just gonna be tormenting them throughout this entire game.
Teamwork. That's what I like.
That guy there, he's my imp. He's just egging me on. Nuts, I think, is my conscience, because he's always just flabbergasted with what I do.
Are you no, don't.
Where should I dump him? In the truck? Let me move on.
You're still moving him!
Yeah, I'm looking for a good place to drop him.
Drop him in the water.
Okay, here we go.
Drop him in the water. Put him in the river.
This is against the rules!
He stopped the flow of water with his body, and the water is no longer flowing, so I think he's dead.
We killed him.
Good job, everyone.
We dumped him in the water.
What else can I do here? Let me get a scoopful of dirt. There's a lot of things you can do with dirt.
My friend Liz Furioso asks, does OSHA not regulate these kids on site? Unfortunately, no.
Oh yeah, I don't have a license or anything.
Oh,
I'm just
no.
like a 4-year-old they lit behind an excavator.
Look at us go.
Very aggressive.
Yeah, these kids can just do whatever they want. Throw bodies everywhere, destroy people's trucks.
See, he's happy. He thinks I'm gonna actually deliver the dirt. He's wrong.
He's wrong. Oh, I thought you were gonna. Are you gonna dump it on the body?
I'm
that was there?
gonna try. Yeah, we gotta cover up the evidence.
Okay.
All right. So now we get the good ending where the cops don't discover the murder we did.
Nice. Good. Good. Someone asked if we are the kids on site ourselves. Yes, we are. We are playing the role of child who is on site and making the lives of these poor construction workers hell.
Well, they're not really doing their jobs. All the levels, they're just kind of laying around,
Are
not
you
doing
scooping
anything.
him?
I'm gonna put him in the truck, see what Nuts has to say about that.
Alright.
Whoa, guys!
Whoa, hey
Teamwork.
everyone!
That's what I like.
He's so happy though.
Yeah, all through the game, no matter what you do, you're given this great encouragement. Like, what you're doing is the best thing in the world.
Is this the only children's game by Digital Pictures?
Oh, I want to say there's another one they released for PC, but I don't know what it is. Oh, I should check that out.
Dumping
Hmm.
people.
I'll check that real
That's a
quick.
good way to
but
prep.
yeah.
So that's all the side quests for this level. We've seen all the optional content, I believe. It's time to fill a truck with dirt.
Finally.
You have tuned in
What
to
Twitch wants to see.
Twitch.tv/dbcowan is live streaming the filling of a truck with scoops of dirt. We're gonna do this one scoop at a time. You ready? Okay, here's number 1. I actually love this game. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay,
I
we're
have a
gonna
real
do it.
soft spot for this game. Because unlike other FMV games for the Sega CD, this one isn't super obnoxious and hard to play.
It's pretty simple, and
Like FMV,
you can cover actors with dirt, which I think is pretty cool, honestly.
for all the shit FMV games get about being really simple and straightforward, they actually aren't. They're really hard and super annoying to play a lot of the time. Like Night Trap. If you don't have a guide, you can't play that game unless you've memorized all the video for every single room. This
Take a break. You're working too hard.
you just turn left and right and you put dirt on people, and I can get down with that. That's the best use of video. So this was 94.
Bye-bye.
A few years after cd-rom technology was invented, and back then they had primitive things like mist, sewer shark, and then later they perfected it with Kids on Site.
Absolutely. One of the greatest uses of FMV in any game ramming show.
Don't worry, guys. I got a job to do here. Some of us are working.
Some of us aren't dumping dirt on construction
Nuts.
workers.
Nuts is just happy as shit right now.
Because you're working! And you're not scooping up his employees to kill them. He's just happy.
I've been wanting to fill up this truck for 5 days.
Finally, someone's doing something.
I see Dizzy actually caught a giant fish in that non-existent fishing hole. And then he clapped his hands with it.
Oh, he's so happy.
Bye-bye.
Here we go. You guys ready? You ready to beat the level?
Doing it. Oh, yeah.
That's a big scoop of dirt.
Oh, yeah.
That dirt's getting dumped
Where's it going dumped?
in the truck.
Aw, not on the employees?
No,
We're not
no.
gonna murder any more people?
I have a lot more
I'm
punishment.
just saying, it can't be union to dump dirt on these people.
This is the last one.
Nuts, I don't know if you thought this through.
This is the last one.
All right. If you say so.
Wait, look on the track.
Kill count's up to 2 now, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Nuts gets killed like a million times. in
Oh,
this
good.
game.
Well, look at that, kid. You got the dirt right in the truck. Very impressive.
Nice.
Where's Nuts? Nuts! You gotta see what the kid did. Nuts!
Nuts broke his sternum.
Ah, well. Bertha!
Now that fish has dirt all over it.
Workout.
Delicious.
Unless the tunnel's nearly a mile.
I can't hear a thing.
Anyway, kiddo, you did it! You got your merit badge on the excavator.
Good work, kid.
Hey, Nuts! Watch out! Oh. Hey, Nuts! You might need this shovel. You're welcome.
I love this game.
Me too.
Kiddo!
We get a gold badge. All right, this is it. We're gonna stop screwing around. It's time for the bulldozer,
Oh, God.
or just dozer for short.
Hi, kiddo! Never try and talk while
Lisa,
you're
they're
using
actually
that
not
camera.
cutting off the
It
video.
sounds
They're
like you're
duplicating
yodeling.
the video with the border on
Anyway,
the side,
you're here to learn
actually.
about
It's
the
a clever
bulldozer.
way to make it look like there's
And
more video than there actually
roll film.
is.
Ah, the bulldozer.
And Lord
More
BBH
fun than
wants to know
watching
if,
TV, just don't sit in front of it.
that guy just stuck the
Behind
shovel
the
up
wheel
his
and
ass.
give
Let's go with
yourself
this.
a stand-up.
Why
Or
not?
just fill your
Come on,
parents'
Vito
shoes
joint.
with
You never know
mud.
what goes on that place.
Oh yeah.
Have fun!
So that lady there, that's Bertha, our foreman. She is the only
Well,
other
kid,
person
I
who
see
does
you've
work
chosen
around
the
here.
bulldozer. I call it Billy the Bulldozer. Hey, I'm always talking. Let me let Nuts give you the rundown. Take it, Nuts!
The bulldozer is the most...
Such a fantastic piece of machinery. I once wrote a poem about it.
Nice. Now, what's a poem?
The bulldozer is the
Roses are red, violets are blue, bulldozer, bulldozer.
I
Love you. Yes. Yes.
Well, look at that. Nuts is so moved by my poem, he can't continue. You old son. I hate you. No, you don't. You just need some time off. Go wax your car, you big knucklehead. Okay, kid. Your job is to clear this pile of junk out of the way. Oh, hey, don't forget your hammer. Heads up, Nut. Thank you. Yeah, don't mention it.
Nuts has been killed about 20 times over already.
Poor Nuts. Oh God, why are you trying to wax your car? Don't wax your car on a fucking construction line. It's gonna get dirty.
So here, Nuts is trying to goad us. He's all like, see, I'm on the other side of this fence. You can't get me, even in that bulldozer, but we're gonna try. We have to try.
Jesus Christ. Kids on site, murderers on site.
Isn't it getting a little hot in there?
No, no. Oh, you can't stop him?
He'll get his, don't you worry.
Okay, good.
I'm also noticing some skipping in this. That's my hardware's fault. I think the lens is dirty.
So I guess the moral of the game is don't put children on your construction site.
Yeah, this is exactly what would happen if you put a kid on a construction site.
Are they drinking oil?
Coffee. They made a pyramid out of coffee cans.
Help us finish it, kid. I once wrote a poem about coffee beans.
Okay, so this is basically the greatest FMV game of all time. As
Yeah,
great as
you
Alive
see?
is, look at this. Look at how much fun. Look at this.
You seeing things from my perspective now?
Look at how buoyant and fun this game is. And you don't have to memorize a bunch of crap like all other games that they made.
But the fun can't last forever.
God, what are you... No, no, Danny, no!
Very aggressive.
He's so happy that we killed everyone!
Yep, they're all
They're
dead.
gone!
All dead.
They're dead! Sheesh.
Let's kill them a little bit more while we're at it. Oh, one of them survived.
Oh, God. He's so happy about almost dying.
Oh, his coffee's okay. Nuts, what are you...
Not you, jackass.
He was sanding his flip-flops.
Eh.
Well, we'll leave these people to their coffee pile.
I'm sorry, I've never actually seen a full play. I know I must have seen a full playthrough of this at some point, having lived with y'all, but this is just so good.
So here, they're unequivocally telling us
Why not?
not to go in there. We don't want to do this, no matter what.
You're being asked to kill everyone even harder by Chad.
Are you guys ready to take it to the next level?
Yes.
Well, welcome to the next level. Let's push it a little further.
Okay.
We're ready to escape our bonds and travel the city streets in our stolen bulldozer.
Oh man, nice!
You guys enjoying these visions from hell?
I love hell, and visions from it. Oh hey dude, from Chad mentions Lunar is one of the best games ever, I agree.
Lunar is
One of my
fantastic.
favorite Sega CD games. Kids on site though. Look at us.
We're hitting the road. We're going to New Mexico.
Woo! Oh, Lord BBH, we're actually playing Wirehead later tonight, so you'll get a chance to see some Wirehead action.
Uh-huh. That is another personal favorite of mine.
That is another really wild FMV game where they're like, we can do anything we want with video, can't we? Let's have a man fight a bear. And it's repeating.
They're repeating that. Still, I like going down these streets as a bulldozer.
Police squad music plays. Alright, where are we going now?
So we've done the electric fence. We've escaped the construction site. We've gone to Daytona or whatever.
And we've killed a bunch of construction workers in their coffee cans.
Oh, we did see all the other things this level has to offer. Okay, so we're...
I guess we gotta work, huh?
Yeah, it's off to the main objective. Our side quests are done. Look at all this junk. Who left all this junk here on the
I
construction
couldn't
site?
sell this stuff at my last yard sale, but maybe you could help me clean it up.
Daddy, isn't that my lamp?
Lisa from chat says, kids on site, Fury Road. It says the kids on site seem to be capable of extreme kinetic motion on destruction, which what only can be described as a male-dominated world. I understand,
Well,
Fury Road.
you only see the outside world in those fantasy sequences here in the bulldozers, so I think this construction site is all that's left of civilization.
Yeah, George Miller's new film, Mad Max, Kids on Site.
Thanks. I always hated that lamp.
Hey, that was my lamp.
Wait, we got his lamp?
Yeah,
Nice.
we got
Kid
our
owned.
revenge.
Should have taken care of your garbage, jerk.
Yeah, don't just leave it at the construction site.
I want to know everything there is to know about the... Oh my gosh. This game owns. Officially the greatest game I've ever seen. Absolutely.
Can we do it? Can we scoop up the last pile of trash
Yes.
and save the world? Here we go, the last remnants of civilization. Into the pit, buried in dirt. We're starting over.
Nice.
All this world needs is construction equipment and coffee.
Ah, my car is finally perfect.
He's trying to keep his car.
Bang up job, kid. I'm very impressed. I'm sure Nuts will be impressed too.
Nuts
hey,
will be
what do you think
impressed.
we drive around that fence and tell him what a great job you did?
But, like the junk we just destroyed, his car is a remnant from a lost civilization that
Yes.
has no bearing on our current situation. So it too must be sacrificed.
To bring in the new, we must destroy the old. Kids on Site.
Oh, we're going a little fast. Maybe I better throw into neutral. Oh, wow. That's all right. I've done this before.
I wasn't actually trained for this.
I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just an actor.
Ah, I said stop, you lunatic.
Billy did it.
Thank you, Billy.
Nuts. Nuts, where are you, Nuts?
Hope Nuts isn't, well,
Oh,
I was gonna
sorry,
say I
Nuts.
hope he's not
I didn't
dead,
know
but,
were
you
napping
know.
under your car.
Oh, we almost killed him.
Oh, okay, he almost died, so...
We'll get him next time. Though.
Yeah, don't worry.
Wax this car, it's a mess. Hey, Bertha.
Well, from the looks of things, you really dozed up a storm. You might have even dozed off at the wheel.
I wrote a poem about the bulldozer.
Oh, good, a
Well,
poem.
lovely. Anyway, kiddo, congratulations. You won your merit badge on the bulldozer.
Roses are red, violets are blue, bulldozer, bulldozer, I love you.
Such a good poem.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful.
Good job, kid.
So we're halfway through the game.
Nice.
We're going at a pretty steady clip here. It's time to really start flattening things.
Oh,
Since
let-
for some reason they're giving us control over a steamroller.
Oh, no.
What's happening?
Internet Technique from chat says Chekhov's Cadillac.
Here we go. Level 3.
Mm-hmm.
There. I fixed my sunglasses. Ah, hot, hot. Take a look at the steamroller. The steamroller weighs over 10 tons. That's 5 elephants plus 4
Hey,
little
Melvin.
and maybe a goat. Imagine if you ran over a snail with that baby. Ugh. There'd be snail juice for miles. Anyway, hop up and give it a try.
Sounds like overkill to me.
Fucking bloodlust in her in her
The
words.
steamroller, huh? I call this guy Melvin, after its inventor, Melvin Steamroller. He used it to press his underpants.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, how could you? I just made it up. Be careful with the steamroller, kid. Nuts has this dangerous habit of diving under the roller.
I don't dive under the rollers. You run over me.
Only after you dive under the rollers. Now back to you, kid.
I've just spread some fresh asphalt. Your job is to roll over it 3 times.
Okay?
Sorry.
Ready? Good luck.
I think it's over now.
Okay, so Chad, Snebs mentions that this whole place is a murder pit. And they also say, imagine if you ran over a human head. Wow! Haha!
Goop for miles. Ew. So these fellas, they're sad because they don't have ice for their coffee. They like iced coffee.
No, that's the worst. I understand.
And what's the most convenient way to crush ice? With a filthy steamroller. Just roll that dirt all over the ice. That's what they want, so we might as well give them one thing they want before we roll them over and kill them.
Chad, Smebs, Teeter mentions actually that this lady is far more hardcore than the extreme sports lady, but Battlecorp also mentioned that she's actually still very much nicer than the extreme games lady.
Oh yeah, she doesn't insult you or anything.
But she
Oh,
does
they're
want to murder you.
They're making coffee snow cones.
Oh, that sounds really good.
It does, but I don't want ice dirt.
Yeah, I guess we don't want dirt on her ice.
A brief respite from their constant torment. Also, you'll remember in the intro, Nuts is always talking about Dizzy running him over. So that lends credence to my theory that they're all souls of the damned, just eternally killing one another and suffering.
So we're in kind of like a... You mentioned purgatory, but is it more like a... They seem really chill with it, so I can't say it's really a hell. It's more maybe like a limbo.
They've probably been here like a couple hundred years, and they're just accustomed to it by now.
Yeah.
We don't need any more crushed ice. I'm gonna go snowboard.
So, are the kids also in purgatory, or...
Maybe.
Or is it like the old idea of limbo being where unbaptized kids and babies go? So is it like all the unbaptized children are here?
Oh yeah, they get to drive the construction equipment.
They run over the souls of the damned.
Try and make some fresh squeezed grape juice.
Fresh squeezed grape juice. The easiest and best way to do that is, of course, with a steamroller.
Just smash those grapes onto the dirt. Just pound them into the fucking soil. Yeah, the kids are the divine vengeance of God, basically.
That makes sense though, because
What? Don't drink that! Just don't.
This is a good role for kids in hell because they didn't really do anything to deserve getting into hell, so...
You know.
But they have to serve some kind of role.
Welcome to the theology chat with Adventure Pals.
If you saw that just then, Dizzy has a purple tongue now thanks to the grape juice.
Good.
Now it's time for orange juice.
There's nothing like fresh squeezed orange juice.
There is nothing like fresh squeezed orange juice. Oh God! Don't drink that.
Oh, you got like a thimble full of orange juice in there.
It looked like it was so dirty. Ian Murch from chat wants to know if they missed anything important to the plot. Well, the plot is you're a child, and you're on this construction site, and, well,
How about some fresh squeezed
everything is
bananas?
kind of going to hell, basically.
How about some fresh squeezed banana juice?
What do I look like, Donkey Kong? Who wants this?
Look, it's a coconut gun. It fires in spurts.
What?
Seriously, I love this game. Look at those filthy ass bananas.
God, filming on this set must have been awful.
banana split. That's wonderful.
Very good.
This is great.
The banana.
It's the best I've ever had.
Love these guys. They're like, let's go with the coffee too. These guys are fantastic. Pineapple juice?
Hey kid, help me make some fresh squeezed pineapple juice.
Next logical step. It's Tropical Fruit Destruction Week here at the construction site.
I cannot wait for some random person on Twitch to just hop on in and see all this fruit being squished. And we can just completely befuddled as to what anything is in our world.
We're doing a good job. We're getting a lot done.
We're destroying a lot of fruit.
The bananas would be better, but then you put pineapple chunks in.
Man, they're so happy.
Pineapple banana split, yeah. I love pineapple.
Unfortunately, 81 Rambler, no bubble wrap gets destroyed. It's a shame, honestly.
Watermelon juice. What a thirst quencher. Let's squeeze some.
Watermelon juice.
Yep, a bunch of people in chat mentioned, a couple folks in chat mentioned Gallagher and running over watermelon. So, yep, here we go.
Gallagher almost had an FMV game, and that's no
Really?
joke. Yes, there is a finished prototype version you can play at California Extreme. It's a light gun game by the people who made Mad Dog McCree. And you go around shooting watermelons and stuff, and Gallagher tells stupid jokes. And it was never widely released. There's only a few cabinets that still exist.
Oh my god. I've been to California Extreme and I've never seen it. I guess it's new.
It's called Gallagher's Gallery.
Well,
Watermelon.
These guys ain't too pleased with the watermelon, but what can they do?
Hey, kid, you wanna
no,
try
we're
this
not doing grape juice.
Squeeze grape juice?
You already did that. You got your nasty grape out of here.
We have squished so many fruits. And now, we're moving on to, oh, we don't want to do this. This looks too much like actual work.
Work?
So we crush the ice, we crush the fruit. Gallagher's Gallery creepypasta. says Ian Merch in chat, yeah, I'd like to see that. Gallagher comes out the machine and chases you with a giant mallet.
And there's hyper-realistic blood. But it's actually just watermelon juice.
So he wants me to press his underwear, and who am I to disagree? This part does seem kind of fetishy, because it's really focusing on the crushing and the aftermath. And everything's getting real flat.
Look at that. Look at how flat that is.
Impressive! Not a wrinkle!
Some poor kids playing this will grow up to feel very, very odd.
Hey, kid, I'm sure Nuts wouldn't mind if you tested your driving skills on his coin collection.
I'd mind a lot.
He's put down Nuts' coin collection.
No, we're not doing it.
You sure?
Alright.
Kid?
These kids are destructive anyway.
This is one of my favorite parts coming up here.
Oh, that's so cool. Ah!
Here we go. What's Dizzy gotta say?
Now that's a big penny.
I should have been a lion tamer.
Hey, kid, how about rolling over Nuts' fluffy jammies?
Not my fluffy jammies! Anything but my fluffy jammies!
Well, who wants to see some fluffy jammies get run over?
The last shred of Nuts' sanity is tied to these fluffy jammies, and we're going to destroy them. Sorry, Nuts, you shouldn't have done whatever you did to go to construction hell.
I hate construction hell.
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant!
I should have been a belly dancer.
Hey, kid, how about testing your skill by running over Nuts' soda collection?
Why are we torturing him? He's poor Nuts.
Come on, kid. I believe in you.
You could destroy this man's possessions. It's funny.
Hope you don't want your dignity, Nuts.
Squish.
Oh my god, look at all the sodas. I love this game for children in which you just watch a bunch of things get squashed. God help me.
Really one of the best uses of FMV, and I'm not joking.
Yeah, this is actually really pretty fun to watch.
I'm sure Nuts wouldn't mind if you ran over his car.
No! I'm with Nuts on this. No! No! Why would he not mind?
This is exciting.
Let's run over Nuts' tiny car. Oh yeah, crush it good. You're in hell, Nuts.
Very expressive. I like it.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Would you mind ironing these for me?
So that's 100% of the side quests in this area.
Nice.
We might as well go back to our actual work. I gotta say, this is way more involved than the other sections, in that there were many, many things you could crush.
People are talking about many other things, Crush, including, why don't you try flattening Nuts' house?
Yeah, what else should we crush with our steamroller? We're unstoppable. We could crush or kill anything. But we're just gonna roll over some boring old pavement. This patch of pavement we've put in the middle of dirt zone.
Boring.
I gotta wonder what they're building here. Is this just like an unending cycle of building and then destruction of buildings?
Yes. Nothing ever gets built, actually.
Like Sisyphus and his boulder?
Sisyphus and his bulldozer, you mean? Yeah, anyone Rambler from chat mentions that Nuts has 2 cars to destroy? It's like, if there's a third, then maybe, buying cars isn't much of a problem for him. Like, how bad can it be when you're just... Well, maybe that's part of it, though. You're able to constantly get as many cars as you want, but you can never drive them because they're constantly being destroyed by a bulldozer.
Maybe he was rich when he was alive, and he tried to take it with him in the afterlife. And he rolls up into heaven with like 20 cars and 1 billion coins and his
like,
soda collection,
his
and
soda
God is like,
collection.
no, get out.
You know how St. Peter feels about that Crystal Pepsi.
You guys ready to beat level 3? This is gonna be hard. I'm gonna push B right now.
Here we go.
Oh, Nuts is happy.
Move, Nuts. Nuts, move.
He's so,
Nuts, move.
Oh,
No.
oh, Jesus, no. Oh, no.
No.
Someone call 911. We've killed Nuts. I'm sorry, everyone.
Very impressive, kid. I gotta show nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh my God.
We killed him. We straight up killed him.
Silly man. And now it's time for the kid to get the merit badge.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Why don't they look?
Well, kiddo,
Says
you
internet
mastered the
technique, and I
steamroller,
agree.
You deserve
I
your
can't.
merit badge.
I'm sorry,
Even though you
everybody.
did
Accidents at the
apparently run
workplace
over a
can be
very
prevented.
large snail.
As long as you don't dance in front of the steamroller.
Oh my God.
PBH says, you murdered a man. Very impressive, kid.
This is definitely...
And now the
Great.
last level, and I think this one is my favorite, because it has the game's only Easter egg, and you're about to see it. Here we go,
Oh,
the
God.
Wrecking Ball.
5, 4, 3. Oh, hi, kiddo. You know what?
I was just about to blow up Nuts!
One of these days I'll let you push the
His
buttons
suffering
and set off
never
the
ends,
explosion.
kid.
But right now, you're here to try the wrecking ball.
I've tied
You
dynamite to his
see
children.
baby in action. Don't you wish you had one of those babies on the playground? Go, give it a swing. And that's 3, 2.
I feel bad, but I'm laughing so hard at this game. I'm crying. I want this murders.
This is a murder
murderous
simulator.
hell. Yeah, this is a murder simulator.
I call her Ruby the Wrecking
It was
Ball.
like after
You can
After
call her
Night
Ruby
Trap,
too.
they were like, oh,
Right, Nut?
you think that was bad?
Oh, you think we should scale it back a little? Okay, we'll make a murder game for kids.
Anyway, back to you, kid. We're not parading the wrecking ball, just pretend you're bowling. It's a silly game. Silly but fun. That's my motto. Everything should be silly and fun.
Agreed.
Right, Nut?
That line you heard there is audio track number 2 on this disc, if you play it in a CD audio player. Dizzy says all games should be silly and fun.
So have fun.
I agree.
And yeah,
And remember, think bowling.
so, who's up for some bowling?
Ooh, I love bowling.
Let's bowl.
Nice. Hey everybody, we're going bowling.
But first, we have to injure Nuts, of
Of
course.
course.
So he can set this into action. Alright, here we go. I did it.
Nice.
Strike.
One strike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, yeah.
What happens if you do another strike?
Let's find out. This is also the only part of the game that requires timing, so that's kind of unusual. You have to do it where the wrecking ball is kind of in front of the pins. Being off the center is okay.
Strike. Do you like fruit? I love fruit. So do I.
So that there is a hidden video you normally wouldn't see unless you get 3 strikes in a row. There are more hidden videos that play if you get more consecutive strikes, and we're gonna try for that. There's another one at 6 strikes, and then a final one at 9 strikes.
Nice.
This is the sort of thing you'll only find out if your little 7-year-old brother plays this every single day of the week. Fairly sure I'm the only person, aside from the developers, who knows about this. And you guys, I'm letting you in on it.
Strike.
Aw, Mr. Fruit.
Oh, he's so happy.
He's just hanging out.
I love Mr. Fruit. Finally, some levity down here in construction hell.
Yeah, Mr. Fruit's just sitting around being happy while everyone else is being tortured or killed repeatedly.
It's a nice, refreshing break from all the direness I see. It's totally fine.
Mm-hmm. That's the one happy constant in our lives right now. Mr.
Mr.
Fruit's life, exuberance, and well-being.
We love you, Mr. Fruit.
I was off.
Do you have to do it in a row? Nope.
Let's find out. I may have to hit 3 strikes in a row again.
Strike.
Yes, I do.
You're so happy.
But we can do this.
Oh yeah, of course. You gotta see what happens in this. We gotta see more. See if they
Yeah,
can
let's
show
see
us
the
more
continuing
Mr. Fruit.
adventures
Yeah.
of Mr. Fruit.
This really nice little guy.
Strike.
I totally wasn't building up to something and then screwed it up at the last minute.
Oh, certainly not.
Here we go. Alright, what's going on with Mr. Fruit today?
We love him.
Strike. Do you like fruit?
Oh my god,
I
really?
love fruit.
You have to do 9 strikes in a row, I
We
forgot.
certainly do.
Alright, this is what
That's good, though.
this is what the speedrunners call serious time. Strike number 4. We have to hit 9.
Okay.
Strike.
You all have to understand the concept of Mr. Fruit.
This is the entire point of the run.
Mm-hmm.
5. Can I do it?
Yes.
Can I do it live on stream?
Yes. Hit the split. We're doing it.
Number 6. And cutscene number 2.
Strike.
This is just upping the tension.
Mm-hmm. I'm so happy.
7.
Nice.
Strike.
8.
8.
Alright. Total silence, please. This is- Yes. Okay. Mr. Fruit, the final chapter.
Surely we can have some. Oh. Jeez.
And thus concludes the saga of Mr. Fruit. No one can escape Hell's wrath.
Not even Mr. Fruit.
Here in the pit. Welcome to hell, everyone.
Welcome.
I forget if this is the thing we're supposed to destroy, or if it was something else. Let me move on.
People are very sad about Mr. Fruit. There's clapping cries, Lord BBH.
They're just happy to see someone else beyond the end
Someone
of
else
destruction.
dying. Chat, multiple folks in chat say you should do Kids on Site for SGDQ.
I could. You give me an hour, I'll give you a Kids on Site 100% playthrough.
In the arms of an... No! Oh, okay.
This guy's something else.
Don't you dare knock that down, because that's just gonna fling poop everywhere.
I should have been a brain surgeon.
Don't you do it.
At least I would have been appreciated.
You don't think I should?
No, I don't. I think it's a bad idea. I think it's the worst idea that this
I
game
mean,
has had.
I'm in a wrecking ball, so I'm protected.
Oh!
Where's the toilet?
Yeah, what's he First of all, what's he doing? Why is he just standing there with his pants down? Second of all, where's the toilet?
Third of all,
I should have been a firefighter.
Snaps from chat says, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is Kids on Site." Yeah, basically.
We can also swing the wrecking ball at this point, but I don't think it's gonna hit anything.
They're just like, please don't hurt us.
Unless you guys want to step in the way.
You never quit, kid.
No, I never quit.
I
And my
don't-
work is never done.
And as much as I think that could have been where they were privately taking care of business, as it were, in that, like, shack or whatever, I'm going to assume it wasn't their J.O. booth. I'm just going to go on a limb here.
I'm having my quiet time.
So, who in chat said, predicted that his house was going to be destroyed?
Please, if I don't have my nap, I get cranky.
Whoever said that is
Right.
is a future predictor.
You should,
You have successfully predicted the
future.
future. We are here to destroy Nuts' property, his home, his family,
His livelihood?
all that he loves and treasures.
Very aggressive.
We're still not done, though.
No, we've got more to do.
Sorry, Nuts. There goes your house.
Well, he's alive. Nope. There he goes.
Yeah.
Hey, stop playing around, nuts. We have a building to level here.
Quit being dead, Nuts!
81 Rambler from chat says, "Hey, why don't we crush Nuts' soul?" Smudge is like, they're so pumped to see Nuts tormented.
Let's run over Nuts' spiritual essence!
Ian says the game was originally going to be called Goin' Nuts. Get out.
So, that's all the side quests here. We have seen the life and death of Mr. Fruit. We have attacked a man while he was in a porta potty, standing with his pants down. We've killed Nuts, we've destroyed his house, his coin collection, many of his cars,
Soda collection.
his soda collection,
And
all that he
probably
holds
his
dear.
Mr. Fruit. I'm assuming Mr. Fruit was his, like, family.
Oh yeah!
I shouldn't assume, but, you know.
And now it's time for the job at hand. Destroying this, whatever this building is. Oops.
Oh, they're so happy. Look at them. They look so happy. I'm glad to see them just enjoying something in their sad lives.
Well, you take what you can get here at Construction Hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
those weird wraparound glasses that he's
I love
got.
him.
He looks like he's from space.
You guys ready to beat the game?
Think bowling. You're almost done. Let's swing it again.
They dead?
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Almost done. Now swing it again.
All right, here we go.
We're doing it. Cool.
Nuts. Nuts, buddy.
Nuts, please no.
Oh, no.
We've decapitated Nuts.
Very nice. I am very impressed. I'm sure Nuts will be impressed, too. Hey, Nuts! Nuts! Oh, Nuts! Didn't you
Well,
used to be taller?
Nuts has
What
turned into
happened to
Dwarf.
you?
Oh good, it's
Well, my
Dwarf.
first guess would
Dwarf
be that
on
you were
construction.
crushed by a wrecking ball. Bingo. Well, good thing for you, you had your hard hat on. Hey, Bertha!
Well, kiddos, you did it. You got your merit badge on the wrecking ball. Say, didn't you used to be taller?
Very funny.
Oh, Nuts.
Woo! Don't worry guys, some folks came in late, don't worry, we actually put these on YouTube, so you'll be able to see the whole of these kids on the
Well,
site.
kiddo, you
Here we go,
did
the
it.
finale.
You're a full-on construction expert.
Impressive. Very impressive. Right, Nuts?
Yeah.
Oh, what a card.
Well, you earned all your merit badges, and now you're in the big time, kiddo. Now that you're a pro, we're going to let you push the plunger and set off a big demolition charge.
All right, gang. Set your charges and hurry.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Greg, it's not easy carrying dynamite with a full cup of cappuccino in your hand.
Why would this ever be a bad idea? Putting kids in charge of explosives.
Charges set. Charges set. Charges set.
You couldn't possibly have set those charges that fast.
Check it yourself if you want to.
Fine. I have to do everything.
Oh, Nuts has to go down and set the explosives himself.
Of course I can check it myself. Just insane. Well, of course I'll check it yourself.
I Please be careful, Nuts. I'm
Nuts
worried.
traveling across the barren wasteland of what once was a human civilization.
Ian Merch from chat says my spec script for The Office was a lot like Kids on Site. Just everyone getting blown up, I suppose.
He certainly is.
Those guys couldn't set those charges until they were at the end of their nose.
Please don't get hit by a train. Please don't die.
What makes you think anything bad's gonna happen to
Charges
Nuts?
right. Well, there's one easy way to find out. Just hit any button on your pad, kid.
You guys ready to level a building?
Yes.
Hey, if you're not gonna play, at least
3,
turn the game off so I
2,
can go home.
1. Boom.
The game owns.
Oh, nuts.
That's Kids on Site, everyone.
Kid,
Thank you for watching it with us. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have.
we love
It is a
Kids
true
on
treasure of the
Site.
Sega CD library. Ah,
Look at these great credits. Thanks, Paula. You actually did a pretty dang good job, I gotta say.
these are all just pseudonyms for Tom Zito. He did
Tom-
everything.
Everything? Did he play all the characters?
Oh yeah, it was like
Was he Mr. Fruit?
oh my god. Maybe he was.
Maybe Tom Zito is less
Maybe
of
Mr.
a
Fruit
man
was
and
a
more
part
of
of
a
himself.
and more of a spiritual concept. Tom Zito, the spiritual concept head of digital pictures.
Sound mixing Tom Zito, production accountant Tom Zito, bookkeeper Tom Zito.
Yeah, Bunny Alsop? Yeah, like, that's not Tom Zito. Sobo Sisters? I think you mean Tom Zito.
Research.
Jeff Belton? Tom Zito?
What research went into this? Like, is it safe to put an excavator through an electric fence? No, wait, that was a bulldozer.
Okay, Nuts has one other credit on IMDb, according to X-Keeper from Chat, and this is pretty wild. A typical 80s teen pseudo-sex comedy is what it is.
Whoa.
A group of varied misfits, including a former sex worker and a bumbler who can't see more than 6 inches in front of his face, enter a school to become flight attendants. Somehow, the group makes it through to the final test.
Nuts.
A cross-country flight.
Nuts was in a flight attendant sex comedy. That is
Nice, perfect. That's just
absolutely perfect.
What's it called? Let's see. His name is Larry Brennan, and the movie is called Stewardess School from 1986. He's done 2 things: Kids on Sight and Stewardess School.
Well, I'm a big fan, and if any of you guys know him, ask him for an autograph for me.
We love you, Nuts.
Anyway, that is 100% Kids on Sight. There is nothing else for you to see in that game, I guarantee it. Next up is Wirehead, but first we have an intermission for you, where if you want to see a little bit more of the construction equipment featured in Kids on Sight, I think you're going to be happy. So check it out and see you in a few.